Crying single woman says, I want so badly to be loved, to be cared for, to be felt, cherished, to be desired. You know, obviously that's a key one, desire. Yeah, the want to be wanted. I love this topic. It's one of the key points about modern dating. Everyone has a want to be wanted, don't they? Everyone. Every content creator, influencer has a want to be wanted, don't they? Of course they do. But as human beings, in terms of dating, relationships, and in many forms, it's the want to be wanted. And you can be blunt with it and say, the want for someone to want you, or want to fuck you, in the least. Yeah? I mean, we're being honest, aren't we? It's how we're all here. Your parents had to want each other and to do each other to make you. To make you. Comment if your parents did a good job. Comment. It's a strange comment, but comment.
Dating is so hard. I just want so badly to love and be loved, to find like my partner, find my person. Another round of time being wasted. I can't wait for the time where most things about me are endearing to someone, where I find someone who has like the same communication style as me, is emotionally intelligent. I just don't know like when it's gonna happen for me. And like, I know I talk about my dating on here and people can have their own opinions, and
Indeed, a lot of people do have their own opinions, and a lot of their opinions are wrong, aren't they? And an interesting opinion in the comment section that I found hilarious was someone said to her, "Oh girly pop, oh girl, you need to find some Sheer 7-1 videos.
Dating is so hard."
I hope you're focused and on your square." And she responded saying, I already know who she is. You know, I already know who Sheer 7-1 is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So hard.
It doesn't matter about knowing about Dusties and leveling up and finding a rich man and locking him down. Yeah, it's not about that. She said herself, she has to deal with the day-to-day, every single day-to-day, knowing, you know, there's no one there to love her, hold her, feel her up in her moments of need, obviously. Come on.
So hard.
Let's be honest, we're grown. And just, you know, just be a validation in her life. Yeah? Because let's be honest. And women hate this point. For a lot of women, some would say for most women, some could say for all, not necessarily all, but having a man is validation, isn't it? Yeah? Isn't it? Even if some don't believe it in themselves, when they see their friends, their girly pops, with a man, and she's just there by herself, nothing but an empty bed, probably a toy or two. Yeah, she's got to have her fun in it. And her thoughts, her feelings, and the emptiness. No man at all. So again, another point, it doesn't matter what certain women on the internet say. Oh, they send to men, marry rich, find your femininity again, because a lot of women acting like dudes. It doesn't even matter. None of that matters. It's in these moments when reality hits that for as horrible and doggish as men supposedly are, okay, here you have a woman that lacks the touch of a man. Oh, she wants to be wanted. She wants to be loved.
Love and be loved.
Yeah, but when there's no one to give it to her, what's she gonna do? Make TikToks and cry in her car. It's modern times. It's a bit spooky, but it is what it is.
And this and that, but I'm just someone out here who's trying to find someone. I just sometimes feel like the love I so desperately want to give and to receive is not meant for me.
Wow. A feeling of defeated. But again, what was said to this woman to make her even feel like this? What was she promised? What was she lied to about? Was she promised a future of a man, a husband, a provider, after years of education and fun, or one of the other, both? Who knows? Should a husband have been there, you know, ready and waiting? Because there are too many women going through this exact thing right now. Again, accomplished. Again, independent. Yeah, that's cute. Nice. But it doesn't resolve the feeling of manlessness in a lot of women. Now, she feels good about herself, but there's no man there to feel her. That's reality.
So desperately want to give and to receive is not meant for me.
The giving and receiving of relationships.
Love and be loved.
I am 39, never married, no kids, never been engaged.
So here we have a single manless woman. Childless as well. A single childless manless woman. But why is she so perky? I mean, she's not in her 20s anymore, is she? I'm joking.
Never been engaged. Do you think that I like saying that on this app? Do you think that that's how I would prefer to start out every single video? No, of course not. But I am committed to the cause on here, and TikTok won't push out my videos, so you won't see them unless I lead with that. Believe me, I am just as sick of hearing myself say it as you are.
However, why do you think it works? Why do you think it resonates so much? Because on one hand, yes, there will be women agreeing with you saying, yeah, I'm 39, 40, never been married, no kids and everything, and I'm good. However, the other side of it are women like the first one who reach that age and there's nothing.
Love and be loved.
That's why those videos get views as well. I mean, as a content creator, you know that yourself, don't you? I mean, it's the point you're making.
I am just as sick of hearing myself.
So we have to be honest. The want to be wanted rules everyone, but it does rule women slightly more. Why? I mean, here's a key simple example. As a man, if a woman's trying to offer you drawers and you reject it, you don't take it. Now, it's for whatever reason you reject her drawers. You know, she probably looks off key, or she smells funny, or whatever. Whatever reason. Comment your reason. However, the point is you reject her. You turn down her advances. Oh, no, woman, I don't want your app. Don't know where it's been, and whatever. But the point is how that would make a woman angry because you've turned her down. She's trying to give you what she as a woman knows men want the most. Yeah? Thirsty, doggish men, always looking for a new WAP to dive into.
Love and be loved.
Really? Okay, whatever. But that's the point, isn't it? It is an ultimate level of rejection for women, isn't it? For a woman. To offer up her goods. I mean, if they're even good, I mean, come on. Offer up her goods. And you turn it down. Like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good, woman. I was just being nice to you. I don't actually want you. I was just being nice to you, That is insulting, isn't it? So what's my point? I mean, that's partially why her videos would get views, with her starting by saying she's a 39-year-old single childless woman. That's why. Because there's validation in that for some women, but it's also a sort of confirmation of rejection as well for a lot of other women. I mean, to not have a man, to not be validated by a man, come on. Even in this weird world where nobody wants anybody anyway, yeah? To not have a man, though?
Love and be loved.
It's thrilling. It's entertaining. Also makes some women feel good about their loneliness as well, sadly.
Hearing it. But I'm also, committed to this TikTok with y'all and with George. So I will keep doing it. If you could leave comments with your age and your marital status on all of my videos, maybe that will help so that I don't have to spend the rest of my TikTok career starting out with my name, age, and marital status. In fact, if you ever meet me in real life, I promise you, you will never hear me say those words all consecutively.
Really? So if a man were to ask her on a date and he'd ask her, so why are you a single childless woman at 39? I mean, he may want to know, wouldn't he?
I am just as sick of hearing myself.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Strung together in a sentence. It's not really what I lead with on my day-to-day life, okay?
I mean, that's probably why you don't have a man. I mean, you don't let people know that you don't have one, I'm not saying she wants one. We don't even know. I have no idea. So, what a lovely woman. No man, no kids, but still got a bit of perk in her step as a 39-year-old single childless woman.
And that's just a little bit about me. There you go.
Wait till he finds out he can't actually pull really hot girls because he pulled you. Wait till he finds out you
What a lovely woman. I mean, are you saying that because you're bitter that some dude pulled you? Some not very good looking man pulled you and played you because you thought you were going to play him? I mean, is that why you're saying it? What, because you were his first bad bee, you thought he should be humble? Worship the ground you walk on.
Really hot girls.
Now, I'm not saying that he shouldn't have done that. I'm not saying, I'm not even capping for the guy being a bad guy. I'm just saying, I mean, she's talking from experience, isn't she? There's some guy out there with a not very nice face, but with her as one of his bodies.
Really hot.
Yeah, and she doesn't like it, does she? She doesn't like it. You do have to wonder how many women have men out there walking around, and she may say he's not very attractive, but at least he had her body, didn't he? Now it's one body. That woman, you think I'm ugly, but I got your drawers. Yeah, I'm just saying, the want to be wanted. She may think a dude's ugly. She may think you're ugly, but the overwhelming power of being wanted can make a woman do damn near anything. Lower her standards, please. That's not even difficult.
lowered your standards for him. Wait till he finds out you lowered your standards for him and went for personality. Wow. Never go for personality again. Look at that.
I mean, I get her point. But I mean, job's done, isn't it? It's like a lot of women say, I'll never be a dude's first bad bee.
Lowered your standards for him.
But what makes them think they'll ever be the last? Yeah? It's like they don't think about that, do they? It's like their ego's in the way.
Again, look at that.
Men are not the prize that they think that they are. I made a video last week about how I've been single for almost 2 years and that it's true what they say. The longer that you've been single, the easier it is to stay that way, to the point that I can't really picture myself in a relationship because I don't really like anyone. I've only liked 2 people in the last 2 years. And while most women did agree with me that they feel the exact same way, shared similar experiences, of course, here come along the men somehow making it a negative thing.
Wow, the way you just said men.
The men.
Here come the men. The men.
The men.
Now, she didn't say it like that, but I mean, had a bit of venom in your voice, didn't you? It's okay. It's okay. We get it. Men think they're the prize, and women think the same thing. Yeah. Someone's lying. I mean, someone is lying, aren't they?
The men.
Aren't they? Is everyone the prize? Can anyone be the prize? Really? But the point is, there are many reasons we can say that, a lot of men feel like they are the prize. But I'm going to use this perspective. Like I said earlier on, one of the most validating things for a woman is to have a man that wants her, wants to be in her company, a man that wants to be there, basically. Now, if we understand basic dynamics, like it's easier for a woman to get a man than it is for an average man to get a woman. We understand that common modern day basic dynamics, the 80-20 rule, so on and so forth. We get it. Options, choice, the want to be wanted, but it's who gets picked and chosen. Yeah, we understand it, don't we? We get it. Now, some would say, how in a world that has a supposed male loneliness epidemic, how can men still think that they are the prize? Because for as powerful as feminism is, a lot of men know and fully understand women are not going anywhere. Women are not going anywhere.
Lowered your standards for him.
Validation and attention is so strong. It's beyond just the basic validation and attention. It's far beyond that. Come on. It's more than just the want to be wanted for women. It's more than just that. The reason why a lot of men think that they are the prize is a lot of men understand and realize a lot of women are so destructive to each other. They will destroy each other just for the attention and company of a man, of men. You see that every single day. One of the biggest weapons women have against each other is men.
The men.
Her attention, her validation. Being a baddie, the baddie. Yeah, in a world of girly pops, yeah, be careful being his first baddie. So every other woman he had that wasn't a baddie, she was just some ugly broad, some ugly dusty broad, but you were the first baddie. You see where I'm going? Of course, men would think that they are the prize, because men see every day women will rip each other apart to be around a man who doesn't even care about either of these women. He doesn't care. But for a lot of women, they want to just be under a man. They want to shelter under a man. Not necessarily any man, but they want for that alone. Shows how desperate a lot of women are and will be just for a man to breathe on her. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying I agree with everything I've just said. A woman's willingness trumps everything. A woman's willingness and want to do it trumps everything. You don't have to convince her. No, she wants to do it. Is it bad for her? Yeah, of course it is. But she wants to do it. She wants to do it. Women have such a grand lack of accountability with certain things that they will not even own and own up to the things that destroy them, the things that are bad for them. They may admit and understand, yeah, it's probably bad for me, but I like it anyway. I like it.
I am just as sick of hearing myself.
But one common thing a lot of famous, rich, successful men understand about women is when you are a man of status, a man of means, money, a high-value man even, yeah, that's when you see the real dark nature of women. Oh, she's fine. Oh, she's sexy, innit? Yeah. But the way women lust and fiend for certain men is alarming and also hilarious. There are dudes who have never had a job in their life with 7 baby mothers. Why wouldn't men think that they are the prize? Not all, obviously, but yeah. Come on.
Saying things like, I know a lot of elderly women that would love companionship, telling me that I need to speed up my sense of urgency because yikes, I'm 35 and it's not looking good for me, as if
Oh my god, this woman's 35.
A lot of elderly women.
The previous woman was 39 and she just stuck making 39-year-old single woman videos, so damn woman.
A lot of elderly women.
You got another 5 years, so I'm joking. She's a lovely woman, but I don't know, is she battling reality?
I care. And pointing out the fact that I must be lonely because I don't have a ring on my finger, which is actually hilarious. I wish men were the prize. I think that would actually be amazing. But the truth is that most of you are embarrassing. And sometimes keeping a man is embarrassing, especially when everyone around you knows the kind of man that he is. So how is it a prize to be with someone who doesn't treat you well? One Dusty in particular said that it's not a man's responsibility to keep the woman, that it's the woman's responsibility to keep the man. which is laughable to me, but it is a reflection of how a lot of men think.
And it's also a reflection that a lot of women will steal your man. It's exactly the point that I'm making. Another woman will come in, see you getting treated well by that man, and want to steal him from you. You as a woman know this, don't you?
You are embarrassing.
If women were accountable, you'd understand this point I'm making, wouldn't you? Look, let's be honest. A lot of men can cheat very easily. A woman's want to be that baddest bee, her want to be wanted so much by any and everybody, would make her disregard any form of logic. Please, and come on, logic, come on. But she'll disregard any little bit of logic she had. Even if it's not for the dude, it's how that woman's getting treated. It's how she looks getting doted on, spent on. Yeah? Spent on. Yeah, nothing triggers a woman more than seeing a woman she may hate get spent on, get treated nicely, better than her. And she may have a man, but no, she's getting treated well. Trips, fancy clothes, holidays. She doesn't have to work. She can stay at home and spend money. Yeah? Come on. Come on. Again, one of the best weapons a woman forms against another woman is a man.
Embarrassing.
And you question why a lot of men think that they're the prize. Again, not every man. Men are honest enough to understand how hard they have to work to become that sort of man. And a lot of men understand they may never get there. But the point is, a woman's willingness trumps everything. And the want a lot of women have in themselves to be wanted, let's be honest, it does mean you can play a lot of women out their drawers, out their life. Now, I'm not saying anything I've just said is good, but I mean, come on. Again, it's why a lot of dusties can have multiple baby mothers. And it's normal.
Embarrassing. Let me remind you that tolerating a man's disrespectful behavior for the sake of longevity and saying that you've had a partner for X amount of years, that is not a flex. The real flex is loving yourself so much that you will not settle for the bare minimum.
And I mean, on that note as well, that's why a lot of men have realized they are the prize. Because they've seen how little a lot of women are willing to settle for.
Embarrassing.
Because women, if I know you'll settle for this little bit from me, I know most of the men you've dated, you've settled for little to nothing. No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't even want it. Rejected. Interesting.
Embarrassing.
Do you want to know if a man likes you? No. Do you want to know if a man finds you attractive? No. Do you want to know if a man respects you? No. Do you want to know what a man really thinks about you? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. And yes to everything. I mean, that's why she's making this, isn't she? Because that may be in her feed, in her timeline, her FYP. The constant ways to be accepted, to be desired, to be wanted and validated by men. Yeah?
No.
And again, we understand, don't we? You see, women have to have this content. They have to have content that goes against a lot of their default settings. Because even with the noise of the internet, even with the cussing, the 4B, the dissent to men, the feminism and everything, it still can't quell a lot of desires in a woman. In a modern woman even, a strong, independent modern woman.
Love and be loved.
No.
And I mean, it's normal. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm going to make a point. Do a lot of modern women have this sort of resilience because they understand and know how weak and let's say dumb. Some become a bit dumb for a man.
No.
Yeah. Is it because they understand and know that? Yeah. How they do become simps for a man. That's why they have to have this resilience. Yeah. To put up reinforcements. I'm not going to let a man get close to me. He's going to use my body and my mind and vice versa. Who knows? Hey, whatever. People are freaking nowadays. The point is, how much resilience is there simply because a lot of women understand how weak they are?
No.
Not to every man, no. But that one dude, some dude from her past, maybe some dude that's her type and he gives her attention for the first time. And her first baddie. Okay. Yeah. So of course, they have to have this content. In a way, are they forcing themselves to disregard their own wants and needs? Disregard their want to be wanted? It's strong and overwhelming. So it's a case of what? Lying to yourself? Yeah, interesting.
No. Do you want to know if a man respects you? No. Do you want to know what a man really thinks about you? No.
As an extremely average-looking woman, it's so helpful to have my average-looking face as a litmus test for knowing when a man is about to interact with me weirdly online. And that's if he opens by telling me that I'm the most beautiful woman he's ever seen.
What an absolutely lovely woman. This is perhaps the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. Good God. Come on, look, come on. All right? being balanced, but a lovely woman nonetheless. But I mean, damn, that's a way to start your video, isn't it?
As an extremely average looking woman.
Okay, okay. I mean, would she admit herself that she would never be a man's first baddie? I mean, come on. I mean, would she admit that herself? I mean, she's being very honest. So, is that a problem she would never have, being a man's first baddie? I'm asking. Comment.
As an extremely average looking woman.
Comment. I mean, would she not be? Lovely woman. Lovely woman. Some would say librarian cat lady vibes. At least she's got a good head on her shoulders.
That's not true, and we both know that, and that's okay. I'm satisfied with how I look, but by telling me that, I know that within 3 messages he's gonna ask to smell my Reeboks.
Wow, the filthy, lustful, dogged man. Yeah?
And that's okay.
Insult a woman about her looks, then want to sniff her sweaty Reeboks. Yeah, probably dirty and not white anymore. It's covered in dirt and mud and sweat, foot sweat, and some dude wants to sniff him.
And that's okay.
Now I get the point that she's making. There are a lot of dudes out here that are weird. We get the point. That's why you do question how some women can be single and crying in their car. Like, yo, there are a lot of weird dudes out here. How don't you have a man? You understand why a lot of men are single nowadays. But again, I've noticed a lot of quality men are choosing to stay single. A lot of reckless men don't give an F, do they? They'll date you and want to sniff your Reeboks as well. Interesting. But a lot of dudes did comment and tell her how beautiful she was. So, and also a lot of dudes were being very rude and telling her that, now, woman, you're below average.
I'm satisfied with how I look, but by telling me that, I know that within 3 messages he's gonna ask to smell my Reeboks.
It's always women are the problem until we break up with you, and then everything starts going smoothly and actually working out in our favour. Flights aren't delayed anymore. People are coming at me left, right and centre. Opportunities. I am the luckiest person alive. What do you mean I'm the problem?
I mean, well, you sort of are, aren't you? I mean, you chose that guy, didn't you? Pick better. Should have picked a better man, shouldn't you? I mean, what's to say you couldn't have picked a man that would have still given you all of that in life? But then, yeah, we forget, don't we? We forget. You can't be too structured as a man nowadays. There's nothing to fix, no project, nothing to work on. You can't make her feel better about herself by her just existing because of how crap you are in comparison to her. Yeah, she has to be the better one. Of course, come on. This is one simple point a lot of modern women can't defeat because they know it and understand it themselves because they like it. Why on earth would a lot of women date a man who is better than her? Doesn't make sense. She's not going to feel special, is she? She can't lie to herself that she's the prize, can she?
You are embarrassing.
I'm just saying. A lot of women deliberately date down, don't they? Lovely woman with her little, was that a chihuahua? I thought it was a big hamster at first, but seriously, what a lovely woman. Now, I'm not saying she does, but a lot of women do like a bit of rough, don't they? It's a bit of opposites attract, don't they? Oh, she's the nice girl and he's the bad boy. Yeah? Oh, what a lovely romance. A blossoming romance. Really? Yeah, come on. I'm not saying all men are great, but when I hear some stories from some women, I wonder, where did you find that man? Where did you find that man? Because it seems like a lot of women do dumpster dive for a boyfriend. And in some cases, I mean, that's real. A lot of women are dating homeless dudes and prison dudes as well. Come on.
People are coming at me left, right and centre. Opportunities. I am the luckiest person alive. What do you mean I'm the problem?
It happens when you stop dating trash people as well. Just saying.
So I've been doing this thing where I don't speak to a male at all, ever.
Of course. Yeah.
But last night I broke that promise to myself and got lost in someone's little blue eyes. And what I get for that.
What'd you get?
For that misbehavior.
What'd you get?
He pissed in my bed.
Oh, okay.
He peed.
You know, I thought those stains were some dried up love action going on. You get the point. Let's not be too graphic, but wow.
He pissed in my bed.
Wow, it's some powder she put on the bed because man pissed her bed. Now look. Like I just said, where do some of these women find these men? Now, obviously, I think they were out drinking and obviously his bladder got loose and...
He pissed in my bed.
Yeah, so they were both a bit lit and they got busy and he just peed the bed. Some would say he marked his territory like a typical dog of a man. But comment this point here. Have you ever peed a woman's bed? Because I've never done this in my life. I'm a grown man. My bladder's good. It's intact. Comment this because apparently a lot of women say a lot of men have done this. A lot of men apparently have done this. So, whoa. Obviously, I wouldn't know this as a man, but whoa, comment. That could be an accident. Obviously, you drank too much, but comment if you've ever peed a woman's bed. I don't think you would, because some of you won't be that honest.
He pissed in my bed.
But that's interesting, isn't it? That is interesting. But I want to use this perspective to paint a picture and my point as well. The want to be wanted is so powerful. Yes, a lot of people, men and women, have to sort of go against nature to, get to that mind space where they can be comfortable being single and by themselves. However, like this woman here, she broke.
And got lost in someone's
Little blue eyes.
Her want to be wanted was so overwhelming. She wanted the touch of a man. She ended up pissing in her bed, but that's not the point. She wanted the touch of a man, the feel of a man, the company as well. Her want to be wanted became so overwhelming, and she got lost in his blue eyes.
Little blue eyes.
And she gave in. She caved in. She caved in as a woman, which is normal, it's natural. And a man pissed in her bed. But that's the point, isn't it? That is why some women end up finding some random dudes who do weird things, which as a man you think, I've never done that in my life. The hell, I've never done that. Do men do that?
He pissed in my bed.
And it's like, women, where are you finding these men? Where are you shopping for these men? No wonder you're having problems. No wonder you've got STDs. Jesus Christ. I'm just saying. But it's like, damn. Admittedly, this is one reason why I do love these videos, because it paints a picture of different people's reality. It lets you understand your own reality as well. Like, thank fuck I don't have some of these experiences.
He pissed in my bed.
Like, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Pissing in a chick's bed. Hey. No. You don't want that in your repertoire, do you? No. She'll tell her friends and her mom. Probably had a fine mom, but that's not the point. That's not the point. Look, this is partially why a lot of women end up in some trash relationships as well. And they blame men for it. Some of them get so defensive in dating that a lot of them try to date a man who's compromised. Have you noticed? Yeah, a compromised man in some way. To not only feel and seem like the better one, but to have control over this man as well. And that's a common thing about a lot of modern women. They want to control you for some reason, like you're a remote control and an ATM all in one. But the weird thing about a lot of modern women is they seem to want a man that they can control, even if it means he's not a great dude. Again, this is why a dusty dude who's never had a job can have 7 baby mothers. Because the weird thing is, when a woman wants to settle down, she would seek that rich provider man. A lot of them try to find one, and good luck. But it's how when a lot of them are just casually dating, a lot of them date compromised men that traumatize the F out of them.
Embarrassing.
However, they understand they can control these compromised men. And their want to be wanted is so strong, they would just date this compromised man because he wants her. He might not be a great dude, but he wants her anyway, doesn't he? Yeah. And again, this is why you'd see, and it's quite common for a lot of women to date homeless men. I mean, that's quite common. Date men in prison, and that's not a dude who she was with and he went to prison. No, it's probably a dude who he's in prison and she's talking to him, waiting for him to get out, sort of vibe. Yeah. Far too many men understand nowadays that a lot of the situations women get themselves in, it's their own fault. It's their own fault. Oh, you dated a murdering drug dealer woman. Like, why are you shocked? Like, why are you shocked as to anything that happened? Like, why are you shocked? It's like, it's part of the script of dating that sort of man. It got you hot and bothered, didn't it? Okay. And now you got hot bullet wounds in you. You got hot bullet holes in you. You're probably going to pass away. It's okay. Hot and bothered is part of the scenery. Part of the plot, isn't it? Interesting. And part of this woman's plot here, this lovely woman's plot.
He pissed in my bed.
Part of her life story is her going against her singledom and getting lost in a man's dreamy blue eyes. And in his sleep of probably the dreamy blue oceans, he pissed all in her bed. Man pissed everywhere, wrecked everything. But again, she chose him, didn't she? She chose him.
For that misbehavior. He pissed in my bed.
Wow.
He peed. Everything is wet.
You're lucky he didn't take a shit as well. That would have been double trouble, seriously.
And I mean, sopping.
Damn.
Sopping wet.
Yes, nasty.
This is what I get.
The want to be wanted is so strong that it would make the most resilient of women, the most feminist, ironclad woman, question herself, question the mistakes she's made in life. Yeah? The world is yours. Have a nice day.
really hot girls.
You are embarrassing.
And that's okay.
He pissed in my bed.